here and move him there.
Where is the event? I'm looking for it, but I do not see it. Battle in Valley.
They're probably not going to announce it until tomorrow, but I was able to get the card last night. See?
Well, I have the match card. That's in San Jose, California.
The San Jose Theater.
So how are we gonna? Oh wait, no. How are we gonna do this? Because I'm looking at the card and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be tough because it doesn't tell you like what's first or what's not. So
we'll just have to set it up the way it's structured.
I'll let you handle the structure then.
Welcome, folks. Tonight, the MegaMets podcast. Do our prognostication for New Japan Strong Battle in the Valley 2025 from the San Jose Theater in San Jose, California.
Okay, so before we begin, I do want to say, in terms of NFL news, the Giants have had their season done. However, they did not get the number 1 pick. They got stuck at 3. Do you know why? A 3-way tie. New York, Cleveland, Tennessee.
And even if Tennessee had won, we would have only ended up with a 2 pick at best because we beat Cleveland.
Yeah. Like I mentioned in my monthly channel update, they should not have won against Indianapolis.
And they should have fired Shane Dable. But no, John Mara is so fucking incompetent that he's keeping these dumbasses around for another year. Between the two, I would have kept Shane. Dable has shown he is not willing to develop the players Shane drafts.
This is what pisses me off about this. I mentioned in my update that Mara should have just fired everyone. But no, he decides to be... Oh, my God. And you wonder why my faith in the Giants continues to be non-existent.
Same with me. The Jets, on the other hand, step up, but Rodgers cast everyone as scapegoats around him, which led to the firings of Robert Saleh, Joe Douglas. This is not meant to be the Packers of 10 years ago. Quit acting like it, Rodgers.
Well, looks like Black Monday has come and went. And from what I heard, the Jets are going to get Rex Ryan. Why?
And it's even worse with the Giants for me. I'm not going to see them play next year because of the fact the strength of victory favored Carolina over New Orleans. It'll be the Cowboys coming to Charlotte again, and the Giants are going to New Orleans.
Yeah. That alone upsets me.
You just had to lose one extra game, Giant. You just had to lose that one game. You just had to win that finale, Carolina. If you had lost, I would have been able to go to the game next year. But no, you had to win it against
Atlanta. Do is just simply shudder. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was bad enough this year's Giants-Panthers game got moved to Germany. Now I got to wait till at max 2030 for them to play down here.
Wow, that's just sad. That's just sad, bro. Really sad. So now that we've gotten things out of the way, how are we going to do this with this card? Because there's like no order, like I said. If you're going to have an order plan, be my guest.
I guess, aside from the Strong Survivor match, the pre-show match.
I guess the small... Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way first.
All right.
Zane Jay, who recently became the new Strong Survivor top contender after he defeated Matt Vandagriff at Strong Style Evolve, takes on Viento of Pro Wrestling Revolution.
Yeah, notice that Zane Jay is part of the NJPW Academy.
Mm-hmm.
My guess it's all part of like new talent that's coming in.
Yeah. I'm going to take Zane Jay. Because if he loses...
I'll also take Zane Jay. Needs to get a bit more momentum so he can make a name for himself. And hopefully he can make the center stage and do something.
Your turn.
Next up. Oh, this might be a little rough one. It's a tag match between Matt Vandagriff and Fred Rosser, one from NJPW Academy, the other from Dirty Work, against TMDK, Bad Dude Tito and Shane Haste.
I'm going to give it to Tito and Haste.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that as well. Your turn now. Oh, now this one's a big one.
Let's see. If we were to sort this out properly, I'd say the next match on the card would be the 8-woman elimination match.
Oh, yeah, it's an 8-woman elimination, huh? This ought to be fun.
Viva Vaughn of the NJPW Academy teams up with E-Nexus V's From Stardom's Enex's V, Hanako, Maika, and Mina Shirakawa to take on Johnnie Robbie of the Academy, Trish Adora of Ring of Honor, Anna Jay of AEW, and from Neo Genesis, Azumi. Shirakawa and
Indeed.
Azumi are coming off some bad luck at Wrestle Dynasty. The former losing her Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's title to Mercedes Moné. The latter not able to convert her lone win during the 5-star Grand Prix into IWGP Women's Gold, all against Mayu Iwatani. I'm going to give this to Vaughn, Hanako, Maika, and Shirakawa.
My vote's going to be on Team Robbie.
Okay, for those
something a little different. And next up, we have a one-on-one match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hechicero of CMLL.
For those wondering, this is not for this matchup will not be for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, but it's a special attraction match because think of their style contrast. On paper, when you hear the Hechicero as a luchador, you're expecting a high flyer, speed blitzing around the ring, spot monkey. But not the case with Hechicero, as his name translates to either the wizard or the warlock. He is more of a ground specialist. He's more into the submission game. So he basically is a Mexican version of Zack, who we all know his game is the pure ground and technical wrestling game. So this could be a scientific matchup no one would have expected to have. Wouldn't you agree, partner?
Yes, I agree.
But that said, Hechicero to me is a little more than a speed bump for what is waiting in the wings for Zack, as in February, he has to defend the IWGP World Heavyweight title against the New Japan Rumble winner, Hiroki Goto.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that Goto won that thing.
I am surprised that he did as well.
I'm giving this to Zack.
Nah, that's pretty fair. I'll also do the same. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Oh, boy. Sumie Sakai's retirement match. It's a 6-person mixed tag match. On one side, you have AEW, formerly Tokyo Joshi's magical girl, Yuka Sakazaki, teaming with the IWGP Women's Champion, Mayu Iwatani, alongside Hirmou Takahashi of Los Ingobernables de Japón. For Sumie Sakai, she is opted to team with Show.
Why?
Torture.
Why?
Just why?
The guy could have just gotten better opponents. Why the House of Torture? I thought they were disbanded already.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the stipulation Tanahashi wanted to throw in. Apparently, the stipulation was if Evil was the minimum punishment. If Evil lost, he was to get his head shaved. Unfortunately, he bailed after he lost to Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom.
What a wuss. What a goddamn wuss. And on a retirement match of all things. Unacceptable.
Damn right. I'm just giving this to Sakazaki, Iwatani, and Takahashi.
Sorry, Sakai, but for your retirement match, I know it sucks. I'm going with Sakazaki as well.
Sakazaki, Iwatani, and
Takahashi. Sumie Sakai deserves better.
Yeah.
Now we get to the good stuff. For the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships, we have our champions, Joel Nelson and Royce Isaacs, the West Coast Wrecking Crew, in their first title defense against Chaos, Rocky Romero, and Yo.
They're known as Roppongi Revice.
What
the hell does he mean by Revice anyway?
I
understood the tag team between him and Beretta as Roppongi Vice, but why Revice with a Yo? I don't get it. And didn't Rocky say he didn't want to be in the tag team scene anymore? Or when he and Trent and Beretta amicably split when Beretta moved up to the heavyweight ranks?
Yep. So who the pick for this one?
I'm going to go West Coast Wrecking Crew.
I'll have West Coast retain.
Next up, in his sixth defense of the Strong Openweight Championship, Gabe Kidd defends against Tomohiro Ishii. Fresh, both coming off defeats at Wrestle Dynasty.
That sucks for them.
The former in a over half-hour bloodbath with Kenny Omega.
That gotta be a massacre.
It actually was the match of the weekend.
Why do I feel like I need a bathroom? Jeez.
It was actually the match of the weekend.
Yeah.
And the latter unable to take the Never title away from Konosuke Takeshita.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, seriously, why are they basically having Ishii lose every title match opportunity he gets? I mean, I get it. He's around 50 years old.
He should be retired by this point.
Oh, they've never let him go that high on the mid card. I mean, the highest title he's ever won is an IWGP Heavyweight Tag Title stint back in 2017.
That was years ago.
But every other time they put him in contention since 2000, since his last Never title run, which was brief from 2021 to 2022. He's been mostly in the Never tag ranks. His last reign with Takahashi Okada basically ended because Okada left New Japan.
Yikes.
And for AEW. And since then, Ishii hasn't done much, and I don't think that's going to change here. I'm going to give this to Kid.
I'm also giving it to Kid. Sorry, Ishii, but right now I got a PRP bathroom.
You'll have to excuse my partner, folks. I really need to shave soon.
My apologies, everyone. Let's just say my bladder decided to take a dump. Anyway, where are we now? Oh, yes. My turn. Oh, yeah. The NJPW. We already took. All right. Let's do this. For the NJPW World TV Championship, we have our 7th champion, El Phantasmo, in his first defense against Jeff Cobb of the United Empire.
Now, I do want to stress, folks, the reason we didn't pick El Phantasmo for the Wrestle Kingdom prediction show was because we didn't know he was going to return in time for Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, he had spent the last 6 or 8 weeks on the shelf battling a cancer diagnosis.
That's gotta suck. No, seriously. That's gotta suck.
Then he based on the one of the final New Japan shows of 2024, he gets shoehorned into the triple threat, making it a 4-way, and gets into the back door. And needless to say, I do agree that I do understand Jeff Cobb's gripe with that it was originally supposed to be a 3-way, and him shoehorning himself in at the 11th hour to take the title rubbed him the wrong way. Cobb will be out for blood in this one. However, I think Phantasmo finds a way and he keeps his momentum going. I'm giving this to ELP to retain.
And for my votes, I will also take El Phantasmo to retain.
For the never openweight crown, Konosuke Takeshita, in his first defense of this title, takes on the time splitter Kushida, fresh off dropping the IWGP Junior Tag titles in what would be just a regular fatal 4-way. They turned it into a Tokyo Terror ladder match.
Who thought that would be a good idea?
Well, it was decent. It's just there were some spots that didn't have any logic.
What? I have no words, honestly.
I mean, basically, the biggest case in point against it was there was a table set up on the outside, like in an angle set, standing up. Maloney wanted to hit the Driller Killer on, I think it was Rob on Kushida, but the table was angled at too high of a slant, so where he couldn't put Kushida through the table, and he just hit a default Driller Killer.
I see.
And of course, the team that ended up getting the belts was the duo of Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita, the Ichiban Sweet Boys of TMDK.
Figures they would end up choosing them.
Kushida's no stranger to challenging for this title. Back in 2015, he challenged Togi Makabe for it, and he lost.
Wow.
I'm going to give this to Takeshita.
You will actually go for the obvious. Sorry, Kushida, but Takeshita will retain. Besides, in his first defense, he needs to at least get his feet wet.
I mean, it's also bad enough that AEW also is holding the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Titles hostage again, this time with the Young Bucks.
Indeed.
Now, do the honors and wrapping it up.
Now, the main event for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It's the champion, El Desperado. It's 98th champion and in its first defense against Bullet Club's Taiji Ishimori.
We all know Desperado wanted that 5th title reign at Wrestle Kingdom, but he didn't want it the way he got it. 5 minutes in, Doki went for the Doki Bomb, but upon hitting the canvas, his right arm, he fell on all the impact of his left arm, and it broke it, causing a ref stoppage. Fast forward to the 8-man Lucha Gauntlet the next day at Wrestle Dynasty, and Ishimori gets a sneak surprise roll-up pin on Despy. This essentially is what led to the title shot for the Bone Soldier.
I see.
For Ishimori, he's looking for his 4th IWGP Junior Heavyweight title run, a belt he hasn't held in nearly 2 years. Where Despy held it on and off in intermittent portions in 2024 before dropping to Doki and then spending the next 6 months under the knife for knee surgery. Given that these two have been two of the three modern pillars of the junior division and have incredible chemistry with one another, I'll whip the coin out.
Bring out the coin.
Heads, Desperado. Tails, Ishimori.
Time to see. Call it in.
Strange. Coin says tails. I'll pick Ishimori, but knowing you, you're probably going Despy?
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough. There you have it, our Battle in the Valley 2025 predictions, folks. I know they seem a little too obvious, but again, this was kind of an 11th hour card that was put together on us.
More like it was put together on a whim.
And we all know
that it's any obvious.
True. And besides, we all know this is basically padding for what's going to... Because once this event's over, it's another 11 or so days off, and then we begin the road to New Beginning from January 22nd or 3rd all the way to February 11th in Osaka.
Yes, indeed.
The only match we know that's on that card at this moment, matches we know on that card at this moment are Tanahashi's on the road to Tanahashi's retirement. He'll face Togi Makabe, Shota Umino against the Great Okan, Shingo Takagi against Drilla Maloney, a grudge match between Taichi and Sonata, Roppongi Revice challenging Ichiban Sweet Boys for the IWGP Junior Tag titles, Hiromu and Naito challenging the Young Bucks for the Heavyweight Tag titles, Yota Tsuji defending his global title against Gabe Kidd, and Hiroki Goto challenging Zack for the world title. So we've already got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. We need one more, and then we just need to sort out the order. At most. For those wondering, that's going to go down on Tuesday, February the 11th.
Indeed. This should be fun.
That will. That's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. Tune in next week when we get to work on our predictions for TNA Genesis.
Oh dear. This should be fun.
Comment, like, and subscribe, as well as join us and other members of the Big Blue Crew, Bruce Sports Network. He's Mega Man and G. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
Bang. See you then.